Welcome back to Miss G's Algebra 1 tutorial class. Alright, today we're dealing with inequalities. So we have x minus 8 is greater than 0. The way we solve this is we isolate the variable. So we want to get x, or have x be all by itself on one side and the number be all by itself on the other side of the symbol. Alrighty, so we need to move this 8 out of the way. So we find the opposite of negative 8, which is positive 8. And what we do on the left, we have to also do on the right. We bring down our x, bring down our inequality. Here's the tricky part. Well, anyway, bring down our inequality. On this side, it became 0 because if I have $8, but I owe you $8, I don't have any money, okay? So over here, if I have $0 and you give me $8, well, now I have $8. So we have x is greater than 8. Okay, so our next inequality. X minus 10 is less than a negative 10. We need to put the numbers on the same side and isolate the variable. So the opposite of negative 10 is positive 10. So I have to put a positive 10 on both sides. Bring down our x. This becomes 0. A negative 10 and a positive 10 becomes 0. Bring down our symbol, which is less than. A negative 10 and a positive 10 equals 0. So x is less than 0, meaning x is a negative integer. X minus 6 is greater than 0. We want to isolate the variable, which is x, and in order to do that, we have to move this negative 6 to the other side of the greater than sign as its opposite. So negative 6 is opposite is positive 6. What I do on the left, I also have to do on the right. So now I have x, that becomes 0, 6. Let's see what this looks like on a number line. See, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Our number is 6. And we draw an arrow because we're saying our number is greater than 6. So it's an open circle because this is a greater than sign. If this was a greater than equal sign, it would be a closed circle. So a circle filled in. Alright, let's do our next problem. Alright, same thing. We want to isolate the variable, get the x by itself. So we need to move the 10 as its opposite. This becomes 0. Bring down that less than symbol. Minus 10 and a positive 10 equals 0. Let's see this on the number line. We're saying x is less than 0. So if we know 0 is here, that's 1, 2, 3. And then over here, if this is 0, then this is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Okay? And so we're saying x is less than 0, meaning our arrow has to go in this direction. Okay? It's any of these numbers that are less than 0. This can also be written as x is greater than or equal to negative 7, right? Because that's the same thing that it was. We know negative 7 is less than the x, but vice versa, x is greater than or equal to negative 7. So let's create our number line. 0 is here. 1, 2, 3. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 9. All right, so our x is going to be greater than. All these numbers over here to the right, they are greater than this negative 7. So negative 7 is right here. And as you can see, I'm bubbling it in because it has a greater than or equal to sign. And I know my x is greater. It's lying somewhere to the right. So my arrow is going to be over here. Okay?